The X is responsible for the cutting down of the forest. But when you question the X says that the handle is made of the wood, and the wood is part of the forest. So we tend to accept it. We tend to accept the X as part of the forest, and we suffer because the X cuts down the forest and we become the forest that's cut down, taken and bent to the ground. So we take a look at Papua New Guinea's leadership over the last 50 years, and we inherited an administration that was working, and it no longer works, and yet we say that the very people that are in the office are people that are part of us, and we elected them. So if we elect them not to manage our affairs, but to destroy us, does it make sense? Or are we so gullible and naive that we continue to pay respect and worship those people that we put in office? Now, it doesn't make sense to me. And I have asked the Prime Minister to step down, not because I'm a member of Parliament and want to take his position. I'm saying it because he does not have a conscience. He cannot distinguish the difference between right and wrong. Let me give you an example. When he offered Peter Ipara 60 million that was unbudgeted for, that was an outright bribe. And likewise, he had given every member of Parliament something to keep or take away which was not budgeted. And that is how low a lunatic can go down to thinking that it is acceptable. No, it's not. If people have no confidence in you, that's that. You can't buy confidence. But as for the 80 plus lunatics who've stuck with this, with James Marape, we should bribe them to defeat the vote of no confidence, and later bribe the same people using public taxpayers' funds and private funds. I'm not sure of that, but we can always investigate into how he's used private funds. And we've seen a lot of private funds at work. When in the last 2022 elections, his son was involved in trafficking more than 1 million in cash for payment to workers in Tari. Now that's ridiculous, because in this modern day and age, companies pay through the electronic system. But the police commissioner was very kind to facilitate that bribe money that came up, and he died naturally. So I am posing this question to you, Mr. Prime Minister. You don't have a conscience. And you really think that everybody doesn't have a conscience because 80 plus idiots on the floor of Parliament will settle for bribes, hoping that the law wouldn't catch up with them. Hayveta took the matter, Governor Hayveta took the matter to court, and the judge ruled that this was misappropriation. So where's the ombudsman? They have not taken Marape and Iparas to court for misconduct in office. Did Iparas ask for money? Of course he did. Well, if he didn't ask for the money, he accepted the money, and he was in Lolowata. I'm talking about Governor Iparas. And Marape was the guy who instructed Treasury and Finance to release 60 million, warrant for 60 million to Peter Iparas when it was not budgeted for. And likewise, they paid monies to Morobe provincial government and the NCD, governor who was paid 30 million. So it's a question about conscience. And Judge Marape does not have a conscience. Now, some of you 80 plus idiots on the floor of Parliament need to tell us whether you have a conscience or you don't have a conscience. And before 2027 elections, I would call on all of you to resign early so that you can be pardoned for defrauding the public taxpayers' money. Thank you for watching.